Hey there, welcome to Soulfully Illumined. As you can see, it's a different ambiance we have going on today. I have moved and my residence, and I'm getting acclimated. It's quite a contrast to where I was living before. I tend to move a lot, and this video's late because I've been moving and trying to acclimate, and my cat Waffles has been a bit stressed out, so, and I know I have been as well, so hence this delayed video. But I also wanted to change it up a little bit as I'm changing, my forms of expression are changing, as I'm sure it is with all of you. And so this video, we're going over not only the new moon in Aries that's at the eclipse, we're also going over the full moon in Scorpio. And I'm calling this the sandwich, the eclipse sandwich, just because they're so connected. And I feel like we can't just talk about one without talking about the other, although you can, but no. In this video, I want to talk about both because they are so connected. So we're starting off with the collective part of this reading. And, well, let's see. The energies of these eclipses are pretty intense, although there's going to be moments of lightness, moments of a bit of a break. But we're being asked to, at this time, to take those breaks, to take those moments to go within. Because with the top row here, we have cleansing and storms. The bottom of the deck being companionship and animals. And what I'm getting here is that there may be, as a collective, a lot coming at us energetically and maybe in our physical reality as well. The key here is, well, is this understanding of we're jumping into new timelines, we're leaping into new ways of being, we're moving into new versions of ourselves. And with that, there is this release of the old and a coming in of the new within us, as well as within our reality. And so there is a cleansing process that is happening through this, and I'm getting storm. And this could be an internal storm, but there are also shifts in the weather that's happening, I would say globally. If you can hear these noises in the background, that's Waffles eating. So please don't mind her as she's just, I don't know, eating a snack, I guess. And so I feel like that's kind of symbolic in a sense of this nourishment that's coming through during this portal sandwich. I love sandwiches. I'm a big fan of sandwiches, especially warm sandwiches. And I don't even know why I'm going off on a tangent like this, but let's just go with it. And it's like we're cleansing out those things that just don't nourish us. As we're starting this whole new beginning with this new moon in Aries, we're having the second chance because this is our second new moon in Aries. And at this point, it's like, well, we had this ignition that was happening during the first new moon in Aries, this ignition. But then we move into this new one where there's this added fire that is burning within us and creating like this phoenix rising experience with this new moon in Aries portal. That's really uplifting us. Kind of like this hand where we're being uplifted. And through that raising up, that elevation, levitation sort of experience that's happening energetically, there's a release. A release of the old, a release of things that just don't serve us, which really will take us into that full moon in Scorpio, where it is about the feelings, about the emotions. But I'll get into that, or not only that, but also there's a psychic release that's happening. That's going to affect us from that watery realm, and I'm getting Pisces energy, I'm getting Pluto energy, where it's like this release of old karma, release of our psychic abilities, and a release of this ability to fine-tune what we've already have by releasing some of that old that we've been carrying. I hope that makes sense. We've carried a lot of clutter in our realms as a collective. A lot of things that haven't served us and nourished us, but on the contrary, things that have served us, that have filled us up. You know, with all of this global stuff happening, like I went shopping, grocery shopping the other day, and one cauliflower was $8.99. It wasn't even organic, and it was $8.99. And I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, really? And what came through, which was something that had come through during this whole new year, one of the themes of this new year was to really simplify, and asking us, how much stuff do we need around us? How much stuff have we been carrying that we just don't need, and that's bogging us down? And on the contrary, what's actually lighting us up? What is lighting the fire within? Which takes us, what enriches our lives? Which takes us to this new moon in Aries, solar eclipse, which is really represented here. So from the conscious level of this, for the collective, for this new moon, solar eclipse energy, wow, that's so cool. I've been seeing eyes a lot lately, and I can just see, I didn't even realize that before. You can see the eyes, like, I don't know if you can see that, the eyes sticking out from the dark there. And it's almost like a face. So it's like, the energies of this new moon is asking us, is propelling us forward to move forward into this new beginning, this new way of being. But, with every light aspect, there is a shadow. And during this new moon, we're going to be seeing, during the sandwich, we're going to be seeing the layers of things that have just been still holding us back. And you see, we're fine-tuning, right? So it's in the subtleties. But the subtleties, we've done so much work as a collective, those subtleties are now more pronounced. The contrast is so much more evident. And so those things that have been pricking you, those things that have been mild irritations, are going to be coming up to be seen. Because to some degree, those things have been holding you back. Those things have been preventing you from seeing what's truly present in your reality, from a conscious as well as a subconscious level. Because I feel like a lot of us have been doing the work, And we realize that there's so much more to life than this square box. But we're still shedding a layer of skin. Some of the old that's been holding us back in the physical reality, specifically in the lower 3 chakras. So the root chakra, the sacral plexus, I always say that, I don't know why. So solar plexus and then solar plexus, and then the sacral chakra. It's the lower chakras that's really going to be activated during this sandwich. Movement is key, my friends. Movement is key. But receptivity and being and allowing and those moments of stillness are also important, because it's through the movement that you'll see it in your physical reality, but it's through that stillness within where you will be able to transmute it and let it go. As we continue on through this period, it's like we're going through layers. We're doing a bit of a deeper dive as we move through our physical reality, clearing this out, clearing that out, opening up the space within the space, expanding beyond our physical reality, doing things, moving in ways that just work better for us, moving around the old, heavier ways of being into a lighter approach to life. This is an offering, this eclipse period, an offering for us to really move beyond the heaviness and the darkness into more magic, more miracles, more expansion. So it's like, be open to what is coming forth for you in your reality. Because as we move into that full moon in Capricorn, in Scorpio, I don't know what's wrong with my throat lately. It's been really like activated. But as we move into that full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio, I feel like it's really going to impact our emotions. And you know, with emotions, that's what really propels us through our barriers and our boundaries and our fears. It's the emotions, it's the fire that's coming in through that Aries new moon, and that's really impacting eventually our emotions through that full moon. We'll start to feel that escalation, like it's going to just kind of crescendo. Is that crescendo when it goes up? I think so. And we're going to be able to bust through, go through. I feel like this card came out in that other new moon in Aries. It's like we're gonna get through that square box, that box. So if you've been feeling stagnant or feeling restricted over the last months, know this: keep your eyes open and on the ball. For some of you that know the direction that you're going to take or need to take, you've already had that clarity. Keep your eye on the ball, because things are going to start to open up for you. For those of you that feel like your path has just been in circles, you've just been going through this process over and over again, my friend, you have, but you haven't. Because as you continue to go around and round, you're elevating, and you're elevating to the higher realms is what I'm getting, but you're clearing out the clutter of the old. You're walking that path in a different way. So keep walking, because you're going to start to see things differently. You're going to start to see another layer of your reality that's beyond the old way that you would see it. Your reality is going to start to change. But that full moon in Scorpio may be a little bit intense. I'm letting you know right now. Because what's coming through with the mirror in the subconscious, there are aspects of that subconscious that are going to be clear during that full moon. Expect an emotional release as we go through this period, because it's almost like we're being fragmented. It's like we're being separated, and then to come back together again from an energetic standpoint. It's like this expansion where we're kind of like, so the energies might be a little bit intense. You might hear that ringing in the ear. You might feel it in your body, to come right back in a more solid way. A triangle is solid. A triangle is a very solid structure. And with it upright like that, right, yeah, the masculine. There's something that's clearing with the divine masculine within as a collective. And I feel like, and that makes sense because we're going from the Aries, which I always associate as the more of a masculine doer energy. And with this scorpionic full moon, it's like it's impacting, well, both. My apologies. Let's go into the masculine first. So with the masculine aspect, it's impacting not only how we're seeing ourselves, but how, and as a result of that, how we're moving forward into our world. Because there's a piece of the feminine, because the divine masculine is connected to the feminine, right? They work together. And so if one is out of sorts, it impacts, it creates a wobble in the other. And so with the divine feminine, oh my God, I hope this is making sense. With the divine feminine, it's like there's this emotionality. There's an aspect of the emotions that is being released, is being purified, and it could have to do with relationships. One being the relationship with yourself, how you've been seeing yourself, and as a result of that is impacting the divine masculine within, how you choose to move forward in the world. This is big stuff, guys. This is really, really big, powerful stuff, because what we're doing as a result of this eclipse period is we're expanding that box and connecting the circle with the box. What does that mean? We're becoming more and more malleable to the realities in front of us. We're becoming more and more open to spirit. I always associate the circle like as in source, like as a sphere. We're working more and more with spirit. We are becoming more and more aligned as spirit. The offering. This is a gift, my friends. And as much as it may be intense at times, know that this is taking us to our freedom, to greater connection with ourselves, with the unseen, and with the seen. lightning or thunder may be in your reality. And I feel like there's a lot of downloads that will be coming in for all of us during this time, giving us greater and greater clarity as to what we are growing. All right, guys, so this is your collective part of the reading. I really hope it makes sense, because I feel like it was a bit obscure, but at the same time, I feel like you got what you would get what you need to get, right? So let's go into the pick a card pile. I didn't pull it out yet. I'm going to do that after. So go down to the timestamp and pick the one that feels good for you. And I will see you at your pile. All right. And these pick a piles is just going to be a short but sweet reading for you. And yeah, I'll see you at your pile. Hey there, Pile 1, welcome. So we're going into the eclipse sandwich for you. So that new moon in Aries solar eclipse into that full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse. If you don't watch the collective part of this reading, you may want to go back to it. I'm in a whole new place, and so my readings may be in just different locations. I'm just going with the flow. So this is a short and sweet reading for you. Okay, for this eclipse sandwich. So Spirit, what do they need to know? Interesting. Okay. So, pile 1. So for this eclipse period for you, pile 1, it feels like the major area, you got the 3rd chakra in reverse, Archangel Chamuel. I feel like what's coming in for you, like there's a lot of energetic shifts that are happening through that solar plexus for you. You may feel like this tightening around your solar plexus. You may feel like activations. You may feel the need to move around a lot, stretch. If you're doing a lot of sitting, you may feel like really irritated through that mid to lower back area, or even through the front diaphragmatic area. You may feel like you have shortness of breath as well. You know, if you need to see a medical provider, please go for it. I'm just giving you messages. So there's a lot of solar plexus activation that's happening for you during this period. It's like, what's coming through is like this lack of like, this frustration. It's almost like you've been like bogged down. That solar plexus has been really tight. But on the contrary, what's happening is it's pushing through, it's opening. There's an expansion that's happening through your power center. And it's like there's been a lot of limitation in your life in the past, or it could be that there's just been some stuff in your subconscious that's been limiting you, or old past energies that's still in your body of limitation, of confinement or constriction, that's just being released at this point. So you may, what's coming up here is like this need to just kind of move in different directions and having a more playful, lighter, and open approach to life. Because it's going to be, it's like, if you keep doing the same square box, the same routine, it's almost like that's going to create more restriction or just confinement or tension in your body, in your mind even, or in your emotions. It's because that's not the way to go. It's like you're being asked to kind of expand beyond your box and go in different ways. If you're like, well, how am I supposed to do that? I have a 9 to 5, or I have to go to school and do this, that, or the other. It's kind of like change your routes to work. Change the way that you get ready in the morning to go to school, or maybe like your approach, your intentions to how you're going to approach going to school. You know, things like that. Certain things you're being asked to tweak that really help to make your solar plexus smile, to make you smile. Your root chakra is, it's like it's getting to be, it's becoming more grounded. You may not feel it. It may feel like you're just being like kind of taken here and taken there and so forth. But it's like, it's kind of like a workout, right? It's like you're doing it initially because you really don't, you want to do it, but you really just don't want to do it. And oh my God, what am I trying to say with this workout thing? You're being strengthened, pile one. From an energetic standpoint, your roots, you're becoming more grounded here and now. So just kind of go with the flow is what I'm getting, because you're really being activated during this eclipse. It's like you may be getting downloads as well coming in, but the key for you, pile one, is just to go with the flow. Because as you go with the flow, it's kind of like everything is working for you. There's certain things that Spirit wants you to see. They just kind of want you to be in observer mode. There are moments where you're going to be active and you're going to have to be in your masculine, your divine masculine, and get certain things done. So yes, to some degree, routine is important for you, but it's those things that just make you feel really solid and grounded that are important during this eclipse period, because it's like, be open to what Spirit wants to bring to you and the way that Spirit wants to move you in your day. But structure is important for you to really create a solid start to your day. I hope that makes sense. I'm being drawn to the lavender in the background. Follow the things that soothe you, because it's like you're gonna have moments where, you know, you see clearly, the day is fantastic, and other moments where you're just feeling like that shadow aspect of yourself is coming up, and that may be more during that lunar eclipse. All right, because it's like that initial part of that Aries like solar eclipse, things, you're gonna see things clearly. Yeah, your shadow may be popping up, okay, behind you, just to kind of like poke you a little bit, to make you aware of certain things. But you're quite clear about it. You're going to be seeing things and be able to nurture those aspects of yourself. All right, even through that full moon. All right, in Scorpio. The reminder or the key here for you, pile one, is to nurture yourself. Remember to soothe yourself, because your nervous system may be acting up during this period, during this sandwich. And so it's being requested that you just remember to soothe yourself and remember those things that bring you happiness. You may be taken, you will be taken. You will be taken into a rabbit hole. That could be for some of you, I'm not sure, but with the 43 is a 7. And that could be a spiritual rabbit hole, my friends. And that could be taking you into the depths of something that you have yet to clear out, because what I'm seeing is the phoenix rising from that experience. And it's something that's been haunting you in the background for a long time and that you've been avoiding seeing. Ooh. Mirror work's important for you, pile one. I don't think that it's like you haven't been seeing yourself accurately. Mirror work. Looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at your eyes in the mirror, objectively, clearly, without the natter in your mind and that skepticism or analyzing whatever it is. Being present in the here and now, and then looking in the mirror, because there's something in that. It's like you're going to see something more clearly about yourself that you couldn't see before, and that's going to impact your solar plexus. It's going to bring you more confidence. Coin. I'm going to the word coin. I feel like you may have an influx of money coming your way during this period, or an opportunity that will bring you more money or abundance. Be open to the opportunities presented to you. The major color for you for this eclipse, though, Palawan, is seriously, it's yellow. It's gold and yellow. You may want to invest in some gold if you can, or wear the color gold. There's something about gold and yellow for you. But that's, you're lighting up. Because of what's happening here, there's an aspect of you that's going to be lighting up. Really, really important. Okay, you got the 7, 4, 3, 4, 3, 7, 3, 4, 3, 11, 6, 8. Yeah. Greater balance within yourself. All right, so pile 1, that is your reading. Short and sweet one, although that was longer than I thought it would be. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was beneficial. You're gonna kick behind. You're gonna kick bums, okay, during this eclipse period. You got this, my friend. Lots of stretching and opening up that abdominal area, movement, dancing. Enjoy the energies. Well, okay, thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye. Hey there, pal 2, welcome. Yeah, if you haven't watched The Collective, you may want to go back to it. I've moved, so my videos are going to be in different locations just because, well, I don't know quite where to do it yet. So, and I kind of enjoy the fact that of just kind of going with it. So anyway, let's get into your reading about this eclipse sandwich. We're talking about the new moon in Aries solar eclipse, moving into that full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse. This is a short yet sweet message for you. So Spirit, what do you want them to know about this eclipse sandwich? Pile 2 viewers, please. Pile 2 viewers, collective, what do you want them to know? Thank you. We have the Thinking Woman, card 47, bottom of the deck, adjacent possibilities. Okay. All right, so let's go into the energies first. Guys, listen, the way that you need to go will be very clear. Your mind may get in the way. It might be pretty active during this, the new moon in Aries. And even like, I'm even getting up to like the lunar eclipse. It might be really active, meaning mind's going, natter going on, you got a bunch of things going on, different opportunities presenting itself, and you may not know which way to go. You may be like an air sign where, you know, that mental energy is pretty strong or pronounced. But what I'm getting here is this, hold on, let me get a little bit more comfortable. Oh. So, what I'm getting here is that mind is being activated. You're going through like this transformation during this eclipse period where, you know, it's like a purification of the mental body that's happening. In order to purify it, it has to come up, right? So it might be a little hyperactive during this period. And I'm seeing 222 as I say that. And it's like it's being purified because your heart chakra is being activated. So there can be greater balance between that heart and that mind. So it's like, I'm hearing put the book down. Put the book down and be in your reality. this new moon in Aries is really asking you to like step up and really be in your physical reality, and trust that you have the wisdom that you need. You have the knowledge, you have the energy, you have the power, you have the confidence within you to be able to move forward in your reality. It's so easy to get trapped into the information of the world, but what's coming through is you already have the information that you need, and it's time to kind of let go of that program of learning more, of seeking more information. It's time for you to be more in the physical reality and utilize the information that you already have. They say that we are born with all the information that we need. Why don't you just try that and test that out? Because I feel like what's going to happen as a result is your reality is just going to bust right open, because there's aspects of yourself that want to come through that it's like when you bring that through, your whole reality is going to shift. How you see it, how you play this game of life is all going to shift. It's all going to change. And so energetically, right, you're going through this transition, this shift happening within yourself. Okay, this shift is helping you to fly. So you may feel the need to be in silence, being in the sun. If you're like the sun is out, just being in the sun and letting that sun just kind of like go into your face, just basking in the sun. There's something about the sun energy that's really going to help get you out of your mind and help to just really soothe the body through this transition. There may be moments, it's like you've been carrying a load, and I feel like a lot of that load that you've been carrying, Pile 1, is that mental matter that's been like maybe stressing you out more than you need to be. And that's not to take away from your issues or whatever's going on in your world, but I feel like you've been carrying more stuff than you need to, that you're already ready for the next stage of your journey. And you just need to let it go and just keep, walking up the staircase of life. Keep up with your ascension process, because your guides, you have a team around you. You have the support of Gaia and nature and your guides around you that are actually showing you the direction that you need to go. Which brings me to the bottom of the deck where it says adjacent possibilities. And notice how that's in reverse. Pile 2, it's like when you're present, you'll know which way to go. It's going to be quite evident to you. It's when we're in the brain or when you're in the mind. See, Angel of Balance. When you're in your mind, you're no longer in balance. You're in your mind. So what's happening as a result of this eclipse period is it's creating a firm, we got a triangle again. Okay, a pyramid here. If you haven't seen the collective part of this reading, you may want to. Because I talk about this. You're building a stronger foundation within yourself, a more balanced one that's going to stand the test of time, truly. Because when you're balanced, you hold, let me rephrase that. You, my friend, hold ancient wisdom within you. And I hear from the stars. So there's some wisdom within you that you are to ground here in physical reality. And it's taking time. It's going to take time. There's no rush, no fuss, because you're undergoing a transformation, which is a part of your process. But it's like you've been harder on yourself than you need to be, because this process is going to happen anyway. You're being supported along your merry way. But the energies here is really bringing you into balance so you can move forward with a fuller cup. It's hard to have a full cup when you're analyzing each step you have to take. And you know what happens when you're in your head and you're thinking about all of these different opportunities or all of these things? More things happen. There are more things on the list. So the energies of this eclipse is really asking you to just be in the present moment. Because as you're in the present moment, you realize what opportunities are yours and which ones aren't yours. And you'll be able to reduce and take out the clutter, take out the noise around you that you've been carrying. Because, my friend, you're ready to fly. You're ready to fly. There's different ways. It's like you're being taken into a different way of doing things, a way that brings you more joy, Pal 2. A way that really lights you up and sets you free, is what I'm getting. So it's like you're walking up the staircase of life, of this ascension process. And you don't even have to do it. You just have to take it. You don't even have to do anything. You just have to take one step at a time. Your innate has you. You have you. So this time, and as a result of this, there's going to be some fears that pop up, some self-doubt that pops up. Is this true? Is this really going to support me? That's that root chakra, the sacral chakra as well, and that solar plexus energy, those lower chakra energies that may be popping up. And remember, we have to be our best friends, right? Like, only we know us, ourselves. It's hard to have other people know exactly what we're going through, but we know what we're going through. You know what you're going through. So it's time to be your own best friend. As I said that, it was 10-10. Instead of being your worst enemy. You know, we're either one or the other, right? Or maybe both. And so, but now it's like, it's time to kind of let that go and really be your own cheerleader, your best friend, and just like have some fun in life and trust what's coming through for you. All right, Pile 2, that is your reading. It's such an important time for you. Such an important time for you. And my friend, like, this transformation, it's going to set you free. It's going to bring you so much joy and really open up that heart chakra to that next level. All right? Yeah. Thank you for watching, my friends. Do give it a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye. Hey there, Pal 3. So, if you haven't watched the collective part of this reading, you might want to. This is going to be a short yet sweet reading for this new moon in Aries solar eclipse to the full moon in Scorpio Lunar Eclipse. All right, so Spirit, what do you want them to know about this eclipse sandwich for Pile 3 collective, please? Okay. All right, so we have Door to Romance, card 33. And then we have bottom of the deck, the Garden and the Gate, with Hostility in reverse. All right, my friends, Pile 3. So you got a bunch of threes going on here too, so that's pretty awesome. What I'm getting here is this start, a commencement of a new chapter for you. We've been moving out of the endings and completions and moving into new beginnings. And for you, I feel like during this eclipse period, you're going to start to see that the doors are opening for you. new opportunities may be presenting itself to you. But let's start with the energies. So energetically, what's happening is the energies are impacting your 3 lower chakras. So your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. And what's coming through here is it's energetically, it's impacting the way that you're moving in the world. You're walking into this new beginning, looking at life in a different way. It's like the energies are helping you to look at life in a different way, in a more expansive way. So you may have been, I feel like you're already pretty open. And so because of that, you're an energetic match to the doors of your next chapter opening, the next timelines opening up for you. And so you're going to start to see the manifestations of that, pile 3. And it might be with a few things, but it'll start to expand, just kind of like a door opening for you, where it becomes like more of your life becomes to shift and change into something better, more lighter. Because I do feel like you've been in the dark for a little bit, maybe in the shadow, maybe heavier energies, clearing out blockages, working through that shadow element, and you're moving into lighter times. So just be open to the things that are moving towards you and the things that are moving away from you. The path will be clear for you though. You'll find that things will become smoother, and you'll be, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm getting that you're going to be more in sync with your emotions. So you may have found that in the last 6 months or so that your energies, your emotions have been like going like surfing the wave. And what's coming through is that it's like you're going to find that it'll start to kind of not mellow out, but it'll kind of smooth out. Your emotions will start to smooth out and you'll be more of an even keel emotionally. You're being asked to follow what feels good, but as you continue to move forward, you're going to have opportunities presented to you during this time. And these are different ways of expressing yourself. Like I feel like your creativity is really going to come up, and that could be in the form of your imagination. It could be in the form of opportunities coming your way, relationships coming your way. But on a different note, as far as the shadow, because we're always harmonizing, right? You're going to be seeing probably more so closer to that lunar eclipse where you've been blocking yourself from really walking into that new beginning. It's almost like you're fine-tuning. There's a bit of fine-tuning. Because as we continue to move forward, it's like we're clearing out more stuff. We're like just kind of brooming away the old, the old stuff that we don't need. And you're at a good place, but notice how like the heart's in this cage here, and then you have the garden and the gate. And it's like you have the gate here, which to me represents that cage. And it's like you're moving into this time, a great change, pile 3. A real beautiful, more magical place to be within yourself and in the world around you. But through this portal, like through this, like I'm hearing gateway for you, it's like you're going to be seeing where you've been blocked and where you've been caging yourself. And I feel like it's more subconscious for you. Where you've been blocking your heart from really stepping through the gateway and into something more grander, more magical, more you. And part of it is the trust within yourself, and part of it is the trust within the world around you. know this, my friend. You are supported through this journey. And I feel like you may be getting signs such as birds or butterflies during this time to remind you that you are not alone and that you are supported. And I'm getting, and trigger alert, the only obstacle is you. And so it's like you're going to be taken into the shadows at some parts of this portal, of where there's still like some pieces that need to be seen to clear. It's like there's this fear of going into the unknown, almost like there's something that's going to just jump out at you. Something's going to come back at you. So it's just something that needs to be cleared in the little crooks and like corners. But it like as you keep walking and staying in your alignment, you'll find that it'll become easier and easier, and that you don't have to like keep that guard up. Yeah, see, here's the transformation. It's like you're as you continue to walk, you're going through that transformation process, and you're seeing things a lot more clearly, pile 3. You're seeing how much of it is a representation of, like, the world around you is the representation of what's happening within you. And as you're changing, the world is changing. But you're seeing the world differently now because of the work that you've done. You've set you've set a solid framework. You have to just trust in the work that you have been doing as you move into this new beginning. So yes, part of it is the trust within yourself. So have compassion as you continue to move forward, because right now you're building greater trust, not only within yourself, but with the divine in life. So take it step by step, but it's like the world is ready for you. It's a matter of you being ready for it. And it's like what's going to be shown to you, like there may be certain things that you've been wanting and they haven't manifested. And I feel like during this time, you're going to see, or you're going to understand what within you is preventing that manifestation. And it's something in the shadow that you haven't looked at or avoided looking at because you just want to keep moving forward. But there's a piece of it that you have yet to see or don't want to see in the shadow. And once you do, I feel like it's going to come up around Scorpio, right? Around that full moon for you to see it. And it's all good. It's all purposeful, because once you see it, you can clear that bad boy and just talk to it. It's important though, because I feel like you're becoming your own best friend, pile 3. You're really just putting the past to rest and putting all of that hardness to rest and getting back to who you want to be, who you're meant to be. And there's something in the softness. There's something in the softness for you. There's something in the way that you are moving in your reality. This is for someone out there, because I don't even know where this is coming from right now. So it's like there's someone out there that's been too hard when it comes to how you're moving in your life. Whether it's, I gotta do this, that. Or it's like, I need to be strong, I need to be bold, I need to put my wall up. That's not your authentic self, and is creating this cage around yourself that's preventing you from walking into the freedom and that full soul expression. As I said that, the timer said 11:44, 11:44. Talk to your guides. Know that you're supported during this process, pile 3, but your heart is opening. You're opening up. Your world is opening up as a result of this time, of this sandwich. And this is, as you continue to walk, there's layers of this that's going to be unfolding for you. Some of it is you're going to really get a chance to see how flippin' amazing you are, gifts that you have that are really like the bomb diggity, and then other pieces that really just like don't serve you. Sorry about that, pile 3. My phone needed to be charged. I was out of battery. So as I was saying, know this: you are divinely protected. And I feel like Spirit, like I said, Spirit's going to be showing you that, you know, they're there. They're there with you, guiding you, loving you through this process. But to go back, as far as what your truth is, I just want to add on to that. Not only what your truth is, but what truth you choose. Because remember, you choose your reality. You choose what perception you want to have. Do you want to trust that walking through that doorway, that crossing that gate, the boundaries, the walls, that you're good, that you're safe, that there's abundance on the other side? Do you have faith within yourself of knowing that you got this? Right? It's like, choose the truth that will support you, especially with that, with the sword, right? Because I feel like you've been using it, you've been using your mind, you've been using your thoughts, and it's been like you've just been like putting yourself in a state of just like, you've been almost like been self-sabotaging yourself with your thoughts and just different ways of just kind of holding yourself back because of your view. And they're like, change your view, change the way that you're looking at things. What do you see when you look at the other side, when you look at the unknown? So that's going to be popping up for you. But know this, that you are walking into a whole new beginning, a beginning that has, I feel like, a new way of expressing yourself, a new way of being creative in the world, and really a greater connection to spirit. So, yeah, that's it for your reading. Have a wonderful eclipse sandwich, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.